I think that the professional disposition of learners laid out by GCU is really well organized. I think that having a set of defined ethics is really important as an educator. I think first and foremost, we are examples when we stand up in front of a group of students, and that taking on a professional demeanor as a teacher is important, and not just acting like we are students in training to become teachers is really important. I think that having a self-reflection process in front of students is important, but doing that in a way where we are respected by students, so that when we encourage them to learn, because we believe that all students can learn, that they take what we say seriously, that they think that we are people worth listening to, and that doing that through collaboration. I think doing that with other students, doing it with teachers, showing that we can work with others and that we're not the end all be all decision makers of what is the best way to learn, is a really good example for students to see. I feel that some of my strengths in the dispositions are accepting the ethical guidelines in and outside of the classroom, and I think it's really important for us to have that as educators. I think it's part of why I am doing this, because I have worked with students for so long that I have seen that some individuals lack really good, positive, adult, consistent role models in their lifetime. I also feel that I can be really positive and patient and understanding when it comes to various backgrounds, skill sets of students, and behavioral issues that students have, to try to figure out how things are happening, that I'm good at not reacting to difficult emotions in myself, and that I'm willing to be patient and approach a student with a positive attitude. And I also have a lot of pride in being an educator. I want to show students that we think critically as well, that we are working hard to be the best teachers that we can be, and to work with students so that they can learn the most that they can and prepare themselves for the workforce or higher education. I think some of my shortcomings within these dispositions are not always being ready to do extracurricular community activities or workshops to expand my own education, just because the job of a teacher can be demanding, and that after work sometimes I'm not looking to do more critical thinking. I just want to relax or find my own healthy recreational activities that I can do. But I think part of that is why I'm doing this, why I'm becoming a credentialed teacher, to work in the public school and have more maybe of a routine that I can have, so that I can actually expand my knowledge and not always be on my toes, and like I have been in the past with the type of schedule I have as a teacher. I also feel that it can be difficult to apply judgment to student behaviors and to tell parents and caregivers what to do about certain behavior. I think I'm really good at laying out what I observe in a clear way without impinging on student confidentiality and things like that, but where judgment can be placed and what sort of suggestions we can give is something that I think I can work on. I think personal biases can be negative and positive. I think they can be negative in having predisposed reactions to specific behaviors through our own social experiences, and not fully understanding where those behaviors are coming from or the best way to deal with them. But they can be positive in having empathy. I think that teachers that may have their own mental illnesses would be able to interact with students that have that in a more empathetic way. So, but either way, I think it's important for teachers to constantly be going through a self-reflection process to figure out where those biases are interacting with the students and how they may need to be changed. As a teacher, I really enjoy relating to students and the material they're learning through events outside the classroom, through shared personal experiences and practical applications of the skill sets. I love showing things like how building a fort with math is similar to engineering, and actually making a building as an architect later on in their life, if that's something that they're into. I treat the position as a professional as possible. I want to show up on time. I want to be there as much as possible, be healthy, so that I can be there for the students as much as I can. And I also want to communicate with parents and caregivers in a professional manner by upholding that confidentiality that students expect and deserve within their education at school. And I want to contribute to the role of being a teacher. I want to provide a good ethical example for students, to uphold the role of being a teacher as being something that is respectable. And I want to continue to better myself through self-reflection. And I'm motivated to provide students with the best education and experience that they can have to prepare themselves for college and the workforce.